Hey guys, so today we're looking at Mathmech, and we're going to just more or less cover um, what Mathmech does and why it's just completely dumb, honestly. So there are a lot of things Mathmech does. So the first thing that's kind of annoying is they can play through a lot of hand traps. So notably, if you droll them, they only search twice, I would say, around that. And I guess they won't be able to heat soul, I guess, right? So, notably, uh, Circular does a search, and Allen version does a search, and that's about it. Aside from that, there's Silent Mining and, like, Small World that most Mathmech players will be playing, and I guess you can negate those, and that'll help. But also, wait, this list is there something off about this? Maybe. Well, I won't focus on this too much, but yeah. So, let's just do a test hand real quick. So here, for example, we have Silent Mining, dumping Dotscaper. So here we will probably go ahead, dump Dotscaper, Dotscaper effect, special summon itself, and then we can add Circular. And we can use this actually to grab a copy of Ash Blossom Joy Spring by banishing our addition. And we can play around with this hand, we can play around Nib, we can play around Ash Blossom Joy Spring, potentially, yeah. Because we can also use the Small World to actually grab a copy of, let's see, where is it? Diameter. So, Parallel Exceed has nothing in common with, like, anything in this deck, essentially. Aside from being Cyber, so this bridges the entire deck, more or less. So, yeah, that sucks for us, I guess. And, yeah, that'll bridge pretty much any Cyber's card they want. So, if they want, they could grab Microcoder from, like, any Cybers. So, yeah, that sucks. And if you have Imperm, Lingaribo. If you wanna try to nib them, they will simply have Diameter. If they have Diameter and Circular, then they can make Alimbertion using their copy of Diameter and Circular or Sigma. It doesn't really matter which ones, but I think it's typically Sigma. So that will go ahead and also put Sigma back into the graveyard. And then Sigma now is also going to be able to potentially summon itself next turn in case you break their board, so it's just another body for that. And also, they can turn any normal summon into a Cyberse with Almirage. So, for example, if they have Parallel Exceed plus Ash Blossom Joy Spring, Maxi, whatever, they can just link off Maxi, and then they'll still be able to resolve like Transcode and everything else. And yeah, that's kind of where this is going. And they have just a billion different extenders, so this isn't necessarily the best Mathmech build, but this is just an example build. In fact, I don't even like this list that much personally, but yeah. Let's say, with this hand in particular, so you can't Maxi this because called by, and then if you Ash on this, we still have Small World. So if you just simply droll, called by, so if you have droll and Maxi, then you lock yourself out of your own Maxi, bro. Not that great, and they will at least end on Firewall, Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo Tempest, Terahertz. So this one card just changes so much. Link Decoder, this card absolutely disgusting. So if you have a level 4 or lower Cypress monster, you can link off for Link Decoder. And if this is sent to the graveyard as material for a Subburst Link monster with 2,300 or more original attack, you can special summon this card. So this card allows you to very consistently go into Terahertz here. So like if we go ahead, go Splash Mage for example, bring back, I don't know, Addition, Link Decoder on top of the addition, and then we go like Splash Mage, link off with the decoder into Transcode Talker, then we can go ahead and make Terahertz with the 3 cards, so we would bring back Splash Mage, I guess. Anything's fine, really. So it's like 1, 2, 3. This requires 3 Cyberse monsters, so then that's Terahertz. Terahertz can just send this Civ Worm, and this kills off one of the weaknesses of Mathmech. So one of the things you used to be able to do is you could called by in chain to super factorial and then just remove diameter, and then they can only summon Alimbertian. They can no longer summon Laplacian, which requires 3 level 4 monsters. And super factorial specifically summons back Mathmechs. So then this becomes not possible to resolve. And then because this doesn't resolve, and also because you banish specifically diameter, they don't get the Omni Negate on Alimbertian either, so you're just doing much better. Unless they have Civ Worm, which in case you cannot do much better, which is just pain. There's also the issue of like your opponent linking stuff off. Like, well, that doesn't make sense, but like they can link stuff off, or like Heat Soul. They can actually use Terahertz to more or less foolish burial the microcutter, then next turn do the Civ Worm. And of course, even if you were to, of course, have like a thrust, they just negate the thrust and it trades 1 for 1. So unless you open like thrust tactics, yeah, that combination is still going to hurt. So, anyways, they will have conflict, Mathmech Super Factorial, and also the Subworm in the graveyard typically. So in that example combo I gave, they were 1 body off of being able to kind of go like Heat Soul with Neo Tempest Terahertz. So notably how that line works is a little bit different. So the thing about Splash Mage here is that you had to activate Splash Mage, assuming it's like 1 card, but if you have another card, like 1 more body with Splash Mage, then you can just link that off for Decoder and not use Splash Mage effect, so that you can actually save Splash Mage effect to bring back the copy of Microcoder. Then you link this off, and this allows you to add a Signet card, so it can add Mining actually, or Conflict. So you can then just simply bring back, well, you can actually, since you can do Silent Mining, if you have like something that's not super important in your hand, you can go ahead, grab a copy of Mining, discard like, let's say for example Nibiru, whatever, discard Nibiru, add Microcoder, and then you still have Splash Mage effect to special summon as well. And then you could use, for example, Splash Mage, Microcoder, make Heat Soul, draw 1, and then next turn you draw another card again as well. So yeah, typical end board is essentially 2 back row Omni negates, and then you have a Spell Trap negate, and then a potential monster negate. So with how this works, if for example you were to activate Branded Fusion because of how priority kind of works in this game, then they will be able to negate your Lubellion by sending a copy of Mario Logic Aggregator. This card has a lot of text, but essentially if this card is sent to the graveyard, it can target 1 face-up card on the field, negate its effect. So this can also be a Spell Trap negate, but more so on the continuous side of things, negating a continuous Spell Trap type thing. So yeah, that'll do it, I guess. And then of course they still have access to their 2-card combo to like Splash Mage into access, and then if they have 2 cards, it's update access, and then you're dead. And Dark Fluid and everything pain. There's also G Golem Crystal Heart, which is pretty disgusting as well. This allows you to make well, a Link 5 pretty easily, technically, but this is more likely a Link 4. So this won't make Terahertz by itself, even though it like equals 5, because you need 3 separate sponsors. So the thing about Crystal Heart is this summons back Transcode Talker without it being negated, so Transcode Talker can still summon again. So we can go, for example, let's say after you board wipe a Mathmech player, they can then go special summon Sigma, and then any normal summon will do. Because then they can link it off for Almirage, and then they can go Crystal Heart. Crystal Heart brings back Transcode Tucker. Transcode Tucker brings back Splash Mage. Splash Mage can bring back like whatever. That's potentially something you can do, or you can just Transcode bring back like Terahertz, and that would also work. And then this can just send a guy, and then this has 2 attacks, and you take like a bajillion damage. So yeah. If you do, however, survive this, they actually don't have anything left at this point, so that's where you would be golden. If you somehow survive double back row Omni negates, more or less, followed by Spell Trap negate, and then like 1 generic negate, and then any of their hand traps that negate, you have to contest all of that, which is pretty disgusting. So you're getting hand trap spammed as well, so like, boom, this. Let's see, assuming you get the guaranteed draw off of Maxine, boom, Small Wolf. Alright, full combo. So after, if you activate Circular, this is actually a 1 card for update access. So, yeah, you just lose from here, potentially. And then there's also Equation, so they can tank like 1 sort of like interruption, probably, right? Yeah. So not that great. And also, this pierces. And you can also double its attack with like multiplication, so it's like, yeah, not doing the best here. And then here, the sand, Yucky, Gachiri, yeah. So here you could probably do like banish Gachiri, banish, I don't know, subtraction or something. Grab Circular, and then you just have combo. Or you can actually banish Sigma here. Sigma might be the better banish. And this just makes a monster unaffected as well, so Cyberse just has a lot of stuff going for it right now. So this is one of the most disgusting decks right now, and the thing is now, even Viscerals don't completely stop this. So yeah, I don't really know what to do about this, but yeah. So more or less, Mathmech kind of just stupid strong right now, and not a whole lot you can do. I guess this Thunder King here in this list is just to deal with like Burley's going second, because they still do struggle to get rid of towers a little bit, except for the fact that they'll hand trap you to like oblivion. So like, good luck having hand traps be or good luck making your towers through all these hand traps, you know. Like, let's just do another hand. Triple hand traps. And then draw for a turn, Gachiri. So yeah, I mean, I guess this deck can brick a little bit more now, and maybe it's because this build's not that good, actually. But yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, but... oh, look, here. Normal summon Droll and Lockbird, and then link off into Lingariba, summon Parallel Exceed, and Parallel Exceed in particular is pretty disgusting because this allows you to not only grab Circular, but also via making out inversion. But also, Parallel Exceed is not easy to stop. You would need to Gamma Parallel Exceed to stop it. In terms of hand traps, there aren't that many hand traps that are very good at stopping Mathmech. Your best bet is, unironically, Nibiru, or Dimension Shifter. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So, yeah. This is all just pain and suffering. And, yeah. This is basically just Mathmech right now. But... I mean, they don't floodgate you, which is why it's worth mentioning that Viscerals are going to start floodgating you. Well, that sucks, I guess. So, let's see. Fallen of Elbaz. So, now that Albion the Sanctifier Dragon is here, we are going to get essentially Expulsion locked again, but don't fret. Now it's like a 2-card combo. Great. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.